Good afternoon, Virus76 here. Welcome to another video of tattooing rather than drawing. I thought I'd upload a video of me tattooing, the process of tattooing. As you can see here, I'm putting on the stencil of, I think it's a lotus flower. I can't remember, I did it this morning. Yeah, it's a lotus flower with wind bars and things like that. As you can see, I'm just telling the customer where I'm going to be going with the wind bars and things like that. He came in about a month ago actually with some sort of Japanese-esque tattoos that were on his arm, and he had a big massive tribal on his lower arm, and I covered that bottom part up with a Harnia mask, and it seemed to cover really well. So today I thought I'd put a bit of colour into his arm, and as you can see, the process of me doing it. And instead of using blacks and greys, I was using like dark ink to do it. There's some like dark pigments, as you can see. I think this is a bit backwards, is this video, to be honest, because we've just skipped from the outline straight to putting in the colour. As you can see, it goes from dark blue to like a magenta purple to a mint green or a lunar green. I really had fun with this because you can get really adventurous with how you colour, just as long as you put your shades where the shades are supposed to go, and the lighter colours where, like, at the tips, so it's like a highlight. But on this I'm doing a white highlight to separate all the leaves, and it kind of breaks it up away from the tattoo that you're covering up beforehand. Yeah, it's a beautiful white. It's like a dynamic white that I'm using alongside a Dragon Hawk stylus style tattoo machine. As you can see, it just caps it off and really glimmers the end of the petal on it. I really had fun with this. It's called Sean. He originally came in, like I said, with Japanese-esque style tattoos. He had a koi that really needed relining and shading, and I just started, I said to him, I said, do you mind if I just go crazy and just do what I think it looks like? He's like, yeah, sure, fine. And he was really happy with that, which is a good thing, because obviously if I wasn't a good tattooist, then he wouldn't come back to me. And through that, I've tattooed his missus as well, and she had a koi fish done. It looked more like a goldfish than a koi. So again, I added shades and things into that. But he seems to really like my cover-up work. I do spend most of my tattoo time either sorting out people's old tattoos where they go to people's kitchens and get the tattoos done, or they go to someone that says, oh yeah, I'm a tattoo artist, and 20 quid for a full sleeve. You know, good tattoos aren't cheap, and cheap tattoos aren't good, but my prices are very affordable, but I won't talk about that. Yeah, it's very personal to each and every client. I do have like a roundabout hourly rate, and that's £50 an hour. So yeah, if you're ever wanting a tattoo, give me an inbox, add me on Facebook. It's Huckleberry Hank. So yeah, I mean, look at the white highlights on that. It just blossoms really well. I wanted to also use a different sort of colours with this, because the Japanese artwork is really elaborate and really out there. There's no actual set colour pigmentation to a Japanese, as long as you keep the backgrounds black and the foreground really bright. So you can have like your black and grey big pieces, i.e. kois and stuff like that. And this is what I said to my client Sean. I says, your big pieces, like your Honya mask, your samurai headdress and the kois, I want to have black and grey with white highlights. Your wind bars really black, but have the flowers in colour. That way it'll stand out and separate itself from the tattoo itself. Here I'm using, I think it's a 13 mag, double stack mag with dynamic black, but I'm brushing out like a brush stroke sort of thing. So really tight little strokes to where the darkest part is, and then you flick it out and it kind of gives a nice gradation. Don't water the inks down or dilute the inks or whatever. I just kind of use technique to make it look faded. Yeah, faded, like shaded out. I had fun with this. I can't wait to carry on a bit more in this sleeve. And his right arm, he wants me to sort his right arm out, and it's, oh my gosh, the amount of tribal that's on that. And it's not even a flowy. It doesn't flow with his arm or his body or his muscle shape. So I said to him, the best thing we can do with that is just go over it all with really dark images. He's really into skulls, which is good for me because I love tattooing skulls. I like human skulls, animal skulls. I even like drawing skulls of creatures that don't even exist. You know, like a fantasy style skull. Yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to do the wind bars now. And I love this tattoo machine as well. I used to use the old, what people call sparky machines, the old coils. But I always found it was a bit too back heavy at the back of your hand. I mean, I was used to it, and before I knew about this tattoo machine, this stylus pen style, I suppose you get used to it and things like that. But with this, it's just like drawing, albeit it's a rather thick pen or pencil that you use. As you can see there, I did continue this going up around. You'll probably see in a video just a little later. But anyway, yeah, it's like drawing, and ergonomically it is amazing. I was just telling him about when people normally do wind bars that don't know how to do wind bars. They'll bring a thick black right up just about 3 millimeters before the other line starts, and it just looks shit. Rubbish. Sorry, pardon my French there. What you should do is learn to fade out, and it just grades really well. What was I on about? Oh, this tattoo machine. Yeah, it's so free. You can move it around. You can get in positions, which is a lot better. There's hardly any vibration in the tattoo machine anyway, which is a plus, because when I was using my old coil tattoo machines, my thumb used to go numb. You know, you're using big steel grips and things like that, and then you've got your steel tattoo machines. It takes it out of your forearm, your wrist, and yeah, your thumb goes numb as well. So you keep having to have breaks and put the machine down. But with this, there's minimal vibrations. It's just like a really, really faint vibration, and the sound as well. Because people get scared of tattoo sounds. It's like the dentist. If someone new comes in and says, "Oh, I'm afraid to get a tattoo," generally the reason is probably the needles. And I say to them, it's not like a hypodermic needle. I'm not injecting anything into you. I am not taking anything out of you. The needles are more like sewing needles that just brush, albeit they go a few layers into your dermal layers, but that's it. It doesn't harpoon. Or if people come back and like, I had a tattoo and I had a bad reaction, it's probably because the other tattooist has put his volts too high, set his needle too deep, or just really went over and over and over it and scarred up the skin. The sound, yeah, they're afraid of the sound as well. But with this machine that I've got, it is very, very quiet. It sounds like a sex toy. Kind of looks like a sex toy too, but it's not. And if anyone gets pleasure out of having a tattoo, then they are very weird. There are people out there actually that do like the pleasure thing and the pain for pleasure. Me personally, I don't tattoo really well. It kind of gets annoying for me, and especially the healing process. My arm, it's like I started tattooing my arm, and my arm just felt like it were going to fall off. It just ached, and I really don't like that. It's just a nuisance. But my client here is like, oh, I can let you tattoo me all day. And I am going to be doing some all day sessions, especially on his right arm. He's going to be getting booked in as well after he comes back off his holidays for his back piece. And then he dropped a bombshell. It's like, right, I want my chest done as well. It's a really nice idea that he's got. He wants some owls and a clock and a skull. Again, with the skulls. I can't get away from skulls. So I'm like, yeah, definitely, I'm down for that. He also wants me to design like a geek Dragon Ball Z sort of leg, trouser. Is it trouser? Yeah, we'll call it a trouser. Instead of tattoo sleeve, it's a tattoo trouser. So, yeah, you can see up here, there was a gap, and I didn't know whether I was going to put waves there or continue a wind bar round. So, I think I'm going to, well, I do continue it with a wind bar round, because I've got, as you can see, a lining with a shading needle. Not a lot of people can do that. It's something you kind of pick up when you just can't be bothered changing needle. Oh, by the way, the needles that I use are called cartridge needles, and they're all disposable. Very expensive, to be honest, because a normal pack of your normal stainless steel needles, you know, the ones that go through the grip into the tip and things like that, attaches to an armature bar on the old coils. They was like, when I first started tattooing about 10 years ago, they were about £10 a box of 50, and now they're about £20 for a box of 50. But these cartridge needles, you just twist them on. I mean, they save so much time, and you can sort the needle depth out by twisting the end of where it attaches into. There's like something to twist, and that sets needle depth and gauge. But yeah, you just twist it on and put in your liner needle, or when you finish lining, you put in your shading needle. It is just so much easier to do. But yeah, for a box of 20, it's £27. So it's like double the price of a normal set of needles, but you do get what you pay for. It's like, you buy cheap, you buy twice. And that's kind of what I say to my clients. If you come to me for a tattoo and I quote you a price for this, and then later on they go, oh, can't you do it cheaper? I've been quoted cheaper elsewhere. It's like, no, it's this reason, this price for a reason. You know, I've got bills to pay. You know, it's my job. I don't do this for the shits and gigs. I mean, if I ever won the lottery, I'd still keep tattooing. But what people don't understand is it's my job. You know, just like a scaffolder does scaffolding, someone that works in a bakery, or even someone that collects glasses, it's a job, you know. You wouldn't collect glasses all night and then say, no, it's all right, don't pay me, I did it for the goodness out of my heart. You know what I mean? It's a job. And it's like, oh, can you do me discount, mates rates and stuff? And it's like, well, I can't exactly go to my local housing and say, oh, I don't want to pay full rent. Can I have mates rates, please? If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I will be uploading more videos again. Thank you.